fun rigging. It's not exactly that fun, but it's how you make a character be controlled. Let's see. Yeah, pants are. Pants kind of overlap some UVs, but first. Okay. Hello. It's funny how his face looks darker. That's until I render it. Nose looks a little weird here. Might just texture that off. Loading. I don't know what to do if it's not loading. Let me check it on my end. Looks like it's loading. Or loaded for me. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Jade. Is that like one of those faces? Okay, so my trick of rigging is using a rig that I've already built. I pretty much use this advanced skeleton, and it probably won't be that hard for me to import and just like reconstruct him with this. Which you move those to where you want the bones, and you do build advanced skeleton. Of course, do some more work on actually fitting those, but that's pretty much how easy it is to suddenly have a whole rig system with this. And then it would be just skin weighting these joints to his mesh. But his body is actually taken from my mouse character, and so I'm going to grab his rig because it's already perfectly fit to him. I could try to type out answers then or so. if that would be more clear to you. You don't understand English that well. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Go get to have a very close look at my mouse character here. Actually, I think I have him. Probably could grab his rig elsewhere. Yeah, only body rig. I just show my mouse anyway. Yeah, it seems like everyone's seeing that video, which is somewhat kind of saddening to me because it's like that's not my best work. I just I literally just posed the character and then spun this control. That's how that character's spinning, is just spinning like this. It's very easy to make a character spin smoothly, that is, too. I pretty much put two keys and then like set those keys to spin constantly. Hello. I am surprised that there's a bunch of people all jumping in here with like just a few minutes of streaming. This is my mouse character. And I don't think shouldn't need I think I already took, like his stuff from and put it in here. So yeah, here's his rig. Minus his face controls. What I need, obviously the kid doesn't have a tail or has all those toes. You know what? I do wonder if I should keep these toes.
Explain to me how you hurt your back.
There's someone came in and was suddenly asking me something. Well, the way to tell if it's frozen or not is the little. That's why I like the little GIF cycle character in the corner there. Is if that character it suddenly freezes, then you can tell if the video froze. Yeah. I muted my mic because someone was talking to me. Someone. Not that. But what I was starting to say is, I wonder, I don't know, because will I ever care Oh, his feet, his toes are kind of big anyway. So I'm going to see if I could just delete them out. And obviously, the human kid does not have a tail. So, sitting here eating Doritos. Okay. Must be nice Doritos. Yeah, I mute my mic if you, just so you don't hear like some random conversation, possibly a personal conversation. And you go in fit mode and you can like edit this rig. This is what makes this rig I think really nice is you can like change the rig up even after you set it a certain way. Oh, and of course he's not going to have ears. I'm going to see if I could just delete some things out without it like falling apart from deleting them. Oh, they're good. Are they like spicy chili or something? I probably won't be able to stand them. Anything with slight spiciness like just burns my mouth. There's his tail. So now all of these, just so it doesn't go crazy, I'm gonna just delete one at a time. These are all just like extra toe stuff. I guess these were parented on those other joints. I probably should have deleted these first. And then it's unneeded for that stuff. Oops. That's right. In fit mode, it apparently doesn't let you do redo. What? Racism. Yeah, I have doubts that that's considered racist. So that should be all I need. I don't think I ever added certain hand controls. Where is the hammers? Whatever. Yeah, so let's just rebuild that and see if it's gonna say all sorts of warnings and stuff because like I saying that things are missing because I deleted out certain things. See? And those are all the joints that I deleted out. So that's why it's just saying that. It's like, oh, there's, what happened to this stuff? It's all missing. But the rig should be all working here. You see, check, his foot roll should be all there. pretty much all I need for, because he's wearing shoes, so there's really no need to like throw in toe joints, and I'm really going to try to plan on not having to make bare feet for him. If anything, I'll put like socks or something that he's wearing underneath if he ever takes his shoes off. You just see socks. Checking, like just basic main controls of him. Like even like and stuff like that. Okay. That kind of looks weird doing that. Might edit that later, but oh, you're doing something on game. Distracted by Twitter. So, I'm gonna save as. Version. No tail, no ears. I don't think I need to say no toes or anything. Oh, it's got like all these different version things and stuff, and it's hard to keep track which is which. What's this one? Oh, I think this is from like back with the when I did the wolf and the raccoon, or might have been from the raccoon. Yeah, it's either from the wolf or the raccoon. Where was Rick go? Let's see, where did it save to? Yeah, in regs. It is there. I might as well import, yeah, I'll do this actually. Open up in here. Let me check, I think this is all stuff that I need to keep for the rig. No, I'm I'm still making the kid. That's why, if you notice, I deleted out the tail and ears, doing the human kid. Which sometime I need to work on that. Like do that cat. I was in the middle of making the rabbit one time, and I don't like how his face turned out. He does not look like my rabbit character. Yeah, I'm gonna be that's why I titled this rigging fun. Supposedly it's supposed to be fun. Oh, okay. Find him here again. Not in the. That's why I was having trouble. I was looking at my animation folder. I just import his model because why is there a head mesh that has nothing in it? Like, that must have been oh, you know what, it's probably, yeah, it's one of those things. Just delete history just in case. And I want to also check. Like, you know, check symmetry. Okay. My little way to tell if vertices are perfectly aligned. Do it also with these. Yep, of course. But you be. Oh, should I go through all the things? Besides, how do they get on? Like, I try to be so careful. Oh, this won't be bad. Because this down here, I just move it over. Like this whole thing. I guess I'll check each thing. Okay, that's symmetrical. That's good. Good, that's symmetrical. Shoes should be, because I recently, like, all these. Okay, so his pants just somehow got unsymmetrical. Grandfather clock is blocking. Did you had to go and attempt to move your grandfather clock? Oh, turn tiger. I would not want to do that though. Turn that off symmetrical so I can grab half his faces here. Might as well go in front view here. boxes I want. That's kind of annoying. Oops. Yeah, there's another thing underneath him. Oh, well, that one. What, I didn't re-delete this silly thing? Why do you act like that? Yeah, I should check. Sorry. Sorry on if you're asking on. I don't think I draw super. Okay, that was. I wanted to just check that, but that was symmetrical. So I right away can tell that his vertices here are not centered. Paula was doing it. Why did they say there's... Oh, maybe it's these. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna pull these back. Just so they're not going through each other. And I mirror the other end. See this. Why are those numbers not changing? Oh, there. I want that under that. What did you send me, Straycoon? Oh, you're riding on a truck. Just casually standing. Casually standing there. Wow. You somehow are not affected with wind at all and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and I recorded that little tiny thing on the Warframe where I was like, if you saw, like I'm sure, yeah, you saw it, that I did a move, one of the moves that was called like Blade Storm or so with Warframe called Ash or so, and I did it like right at the moment, like they, like I think someone else like instantly killed them or so right when I did that. That move, what it does is that I teleport around to all the enemy targets I chosen or like looked at, and it instantly it makes you teleport around and like kill them you like go around killing them, like doing these fancy moves behind them and stuff. And though it does depend on what damage you do to them, on how well you set him up. But I think all the targets that I chose, the instant I did the move, like I think someone else killed them or so, and so like I was in mid teleport pretty much, and so I think that glitched the game, and it was like I don't know where to put you, and so you're going to be frozen right here, and and so I was stuck, and all I could do, I couldn't even turn. I couldn't do any moves or attacks. All I could do was run forward. Yeah, treadmill mode. So yeah, I was just stuck doing that. It was just an and what was also annoying is like there was like some enemies that came by and like uh not took me down. So then I went to like the bleeding phase or something, that someone can revive you if they revive you fast enough. I was trying to tell my team uh, to let me bleed out to see if that fixed it. Pretty much let me die because you get like 4 revives. I was gonna I was going to try that. I was afraid it was going to do that. Yeah, so I need to normally make sure it's, because if it's like this, yeah, that's plus. And of course, it suddenly takes my redo out. Yeah. So I need everything on the minus this, because otherwise when I mirror it, just sticks it on. Plus, I'll keep it from, I guess, having weird issues of mesh going through. Like, it probably makes it not know how to mirror the vertices when I skin weight them. So boom. Let me just check if, yeah, this is all merged together. Another thing I can do, like to test on if it's mirrored, is grab this and, yeah, see if I can't move the lines at all with symmetry on, that means it's perfectly centered. So it won't know which direction to pull them back and forth or whatnot. Plus I need to grab those edges and soften edge, because it always does that. Always makes them hard, and so you have this edge that goes down the center, like this weird shadow line. Hello, Mia, Amy. Oh, and that reminds me how I was going to get to, like, on the Warframe, that so all the other two of the team that I was with was reading the chat and not reviving me when I go down. But one guy, this had been one guy that was not paying attention, so kept reviving me. So I couldn't tell if I couldn't figure out if me dying and then reviving, if that would have fixed me. Which, good guess that would have been something that could have fixed me. But no, one guy just had to not pay attention, and just like ran over, oh, revive the person, and then ran off. It's like, I'm like, let me just try. I don't know. At least it was like only a good like third of the end that I got stuck like that or something. So the only bummer was like I probably got a little less XP or so and not being able to help kill things and stuff and just sit there stuck in place. And I don't think I need to move any of these joints. I was also checking on like for his head, and it looks like his head's kind of in yeah. I was just thinking of maybe pull it down. I don't know. Could look like it's in a good spot. But if anything, I might move the joint down a little. But I could do that after I skin him in and all that. And even all this is in the right spot, it looks like. This could be moved back, actually. I think what I would do is maybe bring in his face rig, which, like with how different his face is, like he doesn't have a big long nozzle like animals and stuff, that rigging his face is going to be perhaps a little simpler. Like I'm going to just need to delete out joints or so. The driver of the truck went to the gas station and left the vehicle. But he just like pretty much just parked it and then ran off. Parked it at a gas station and did nothing else. I'm going to now, I'm going to reset project back to him. Not open. Save as. Oh. You'd think setting project should make it so saving as will go to the right scene. He did, like raccoons apparently, yeah. Or even, I wonder if he, did he even look at you or anything? Like, I wonder if he didn't even know that you're on his truck. I think I've seen a glitch on one of the, I don't know, I'm not sure which Grand Theft Auto game it was, but there was like a funny glitch, or or pretty much just like how poorly uh, scripted the AI of the cops were. That you could like, there's like some spot that you could have them chase after you or so, and they pretty much like climb up some ladder and kill themselves trying to get to you or something. It was like something dumb like that, and you just like sit there and just see this line of cops just killing themselves trying to get to you or something. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Yeah, yeah. which if I go into this mode, I'll probably move his head down, head joint just slightly down. I feel like it's a little high, just a little bit high. Or he like literally just ran off. He didn't just like walk away. He ran away. For some reason this thing always goes way up there. Which is fine if his spine stays intact. I had it where that spine gets all messed up. Why can't I select that? Yeah, I need to just move this back like that. Don't do that, just not you. Okay. I select that? Thank you. Actually, you know what? I think that's where your toes would be. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is probably a good spot for a toe roll. And you know what? Just a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like editing something and it's like probably not really needed. It does look like this needs to be moved off the side. Actually grab both of these and we can move them. I think I guess maybe the whole foot needs to be turned or something. But it'd be easier just to do this. Oops, not that. Move the mesh actually into place, because who knows what mess up if I move this too much out of place. Or like foot knee joints and stuff get all messed up because they were turned too oddly or so. That always looks so freaky when you look in X-ray mode. I wanted to move this just a little down. Well, that's kind of where you try to think of where the head rotates. Probably isn't a good spot actually. I'm probably just moving it unneededly. Is this where? Yeah, that's where his scapula would be. Oh yeah. Got a lot of I guess it depends on what you define lots and lots of work. Pretty much like any art in like crazy detail requires so much work. Could be a reason why you don't see me uh, creating so many videos. Like I don't have enough time to try to do them. Also doesn't help that I distract myself with some video games sometimes. But it would be so nice if I get to what's it called? If I get this guy all rigged up, yeah, there now. Now it didn't say any warnings because I didn't delete joints out and stuff. But if I get him rigged up and try to figure out some little simple thing to do with Chiron's feathers, I could actually have a little fun animating these characters together. Of course, all this time I've been thinking of like trying out like a little practice, little kind of thing with Chiron at times, but I guess I felt like I really wanted to just have this kid and then because I have such a little scene of just him beating Chiron, and I guess I just like to think of how adorable it would be. So it should be working all good. Oh yeah, because I flipped that. Yep. Forgot. Yeah, grab it. This and I've got to flip it. Gotta put it down a little bit. Editing can take bunch of work. Uh, of course, all these are. I should be able to grab these edges. Why is it? No, I wanted to do it to the other one. Why do you do that? Oh. Oh, can I just have this one move up? Not the other one. I think that it does that. If I bring them so close that there is no movement, you still do it. Oh wow. Whatever. Just I think I'm going to have to manually paint those anyway, so the whole reason I'm trying to keep these UVs the same even though they're probably not best where they're at and all that. Why is this thing upside down, by the way? This is kind of not very straight. I don't know how it was connected before. One side must have not been symmetrically the same as the other one. Now, of course, that moves the other piece that I don't want moved. Whatever. With that, you know what? I'm just going to point it straight. small enough piece to just do that. Yeah, I modeled him. I kind of did a little, like, a lot of my characters, because I modeled a character before, I'm pretty much just stealing pieces. Like, I took the whole body of this character, and this whole body was from my mouse character that I shown just a little bit ago, and I completely made a new head and stuff because I haven't made a human face. That there's one of the versions in here that I tried to, like, that was from the mouse 2, and it's just such a messed up head. It's not working. Yeah, I'm gonna delete these other versions because yeah, they're ugly. Oh yeah, that's clothing I was going to use. We could delete those too. Okay. Oh. Just making sure I'm not deleting anything that I'm keeping on that kid. Or are you saying that, what, like, you're saying that you misspelled him? I should bring his head back. Delete unused layers. Stick it on there. Oh, there's shorts on the other side over there. They're actually raccoon pants that I was wondering on you if I want to use that because of like it has a belt and all that, but if anything I'll just texture a belt on him and probably texture like kind of a zipper or whatnot, because I figured I might as well just go that simple, not try to model out a whole belt and all that. This is pupil eye, which I don't know what happened to the UVs on it. It's doing this weird thing. His face always looks so dark skinned when it's not. It's just how it's being previewed. I think his nose is just, yeah. I'm gonna fix that. That's just kind of bothering me now. I don't like it. Open it up in a paint program. Seems like a lot of people are coming and then leaving. So yeah, it's all this. I was trying to see if I could like put some shadingness, interesting shading to them, but it doesn't look like it's working out. So I might as well just erase it. Where'd it go? So yeah, I just bring it up to there. Grab that color and just paint over it. No need for this. It's like almost making him look like he has some sort of beard or nose, mustache or something. Making him look slightly older than he really is. Oh, which, while I'm also in here, I'm going to do save as and just call this 2. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just crazy how many views that's getting now. I'm like kind of baffled on how crazily popular it's getting. And I wonder if it's like pretty much like snowballing now because of it. Like I think it's popping up more recommendations and stuff on people because more people are watching it, and it having the name meme in it or something is coming up more in searches. So in a way, I feel like YouTube's like bringing it up more, um, having it get more noticed or so on YouTube, because, which is kind of an annoying, sad thing. Like, just because more people watch it, so it becomes even more popular because more people see it. Uh, it's just that whole like kind of chain reaction. It feels like. I wanted to look at. You know what? Let's do this. Do I? Once I make a snapshot and put it in here, would be a good idea. Or was it? There's a way to pretty much save out this grid line. Yeah, UV snapshot, that's what it's called. See what I could do in PNG. You're just gonna call it out UV. Call it UV snap. Or did you put it in images? What did you put in there? Put it in images. Yeah, so there's the grid lines. So then I can like bring it in here like a, there we go. Did you seriously not put you on center? So, all because I was zoomed in. So now I can see, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where the yeah. That's why he's not showing any black lines. 1, 2, 4. So around past the 5 to like 4 is where I want to paint a black line. So around, I guess around here. It's smaller. Just paint it on the right layer. This 5 is right where it's touching his eyeball. 4, 5, yeah. Nice if I could mirror this with. Actually, this down here. Yeah, I'll add more harder. It looks a little weird with it just shadowed in. But actually here, I think I want it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still saying 5 right here. Let's not have it go out too far here. So this one like this, so I can have like the erase thing. See which. Is there a way to paint the other side? Oh, do I seriously have to go over and like click that every time when I want to erase? This will not go past that. Here it might. back. Oh, the internet's buffering. Because then I want, if anything, this to be out most likely, and then kind of goes in this like this. Now, do I have to do the same thing over here? I wonder if I can do a little trick here instead of having to redraw that or repaint it. See if I can, what this tool to do. Is it doing it? Yeah, it does it. That's kind of creepy. I do wonder if I shouldn't even put an edge line around like that. Well, then it would make it look like he doesn't have eyelashes at all. That's why. But what I'm going to try now is select this. Can I just like copy, paste? Yes, I can. That. Flip it. You. Fine, I'll just try to fit it right in the right spot here. Something like that. Of course I want to turn that off when I save it into the and then save as is 3. The other one's just simply I erased those other like kind of dark lines and okay. And I do that and then export as. This. And just to get this, because I pretty much saved over what this is looking at. Go in here and then tell it to refresh it. Reload. Why do you get in my way? There we go, see? Is it like buffering a lot for you? Is it possibly my end? Or is it you're in places that is But now he doesn't have this darkness around his nose. That was looking weird. I'm trying to figure out why his face got... Is it because he just looks better when he's like rounded? The lowness of the preview of that looks weird. I wonder if that's now making him look kind of feminine, having those eyelashes. I do wonder if I want to just try to edit it in like 3D paint, like paint in here. But that's if I can get it fit on the right thing or so. Get it so I can see it properly viewed. Like I have to probably put it on Lambert again, or like different material than the toon shading. Let's keep it like that for now. I think there was like a slight unnearness. Yeah, maybe a little, but you're taking public transportation. I'm guessing the bus driver is like totally not caring. Do the history of that. Also, I probably want to take him out sometime, but I think him not being loaded in, it's like he's not exactly in the scene really. Let's see, is there any... Okay, so it's that same group name. So yeah, now I can... Which I might as well connect this base mesh here. Figure out what... Like this, I could just simply have it follow this joint, his head joint. Oh yeah, that was... I never put his tongue in there. Which I'm going to do a little cheap trick. I'm going to steal my mouse's tongue and turn it into his tongue. Is it because you're standing on buses? Do they not like that you stand up on their vehicles? They probably don't like that. I mean, it says that a lot when I get into these. But I want to... delete its history. Unparent it. See if it's out on its own. Yep. Should have like no connections. Yeah, I'm going to put it in his scene. that's what I was thinking. Yeah, mesh part. Tongue. Well, there was one that had tongue and teeth, but I'm just going to do this one tongue. There. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe they don't like your, because you're a raccoon. Probably need to get off and stretch my back or something. Like, I somehow hurt my back today. Back's been kind of in pain. Hopefully not like something serious. So yeah, it's probably not best for it. And it comes in as it's like sticking out. So it looks like he's sticking his tongue out. Is he gonna crash into a car or something? Is he just like casually driving on the wrong side? It's a very big tongue. Mouse has a very big mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna edit faces. Why is the object not active? Yeah, setting all that. Actually, I'm gonna turn that off just so I can scale it down. But let's fit it down into his mouth here. Sticking that out. I do wonder if his head size is I'm gonna check that before I start actually rigging him here. Might be. Does that's one thing. So does in that Grand Theft Auto, do people act obviously very unrealistic at times? Like if they accidentally like crashed into each other and stuff, do they just like constantly drive into and like pile on each other and and act as if there's like not a crash at all? How you get like it teleported you. Ugh. Having to stand up right you. They don't crash into each other. So they did well on that they don't just like go all silly and pump, ignore that another car's in front of them and just ram into it. You're still on the same bus. I remember playing some sort of like kind of car game where I forget what it's called, but I think it was kind of a Japanese type version. It was what was mainly interesting of it was it was not really much of a racing game other than I think some missions you like had a time zone thing. You're basically like these spies or so driving cars, and you drive around in the city and like kind of do like derby things or so, or like one mission like you took pictures at certain spots and you had to drive in like insane platforming essentially with a car. Hello. Moment I'm kind of standing up trying to stretch my back a little. I think I hurt my back earlier at my work. My phone just brought up the notification that you are streaming. I pretty much don't rely on YouTube online itself anymore. My phone gives better notifications than 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 YouTube itself. I don't get it. It's like they have it built better for the app than on. But yeah, what I was getting to like with that certain game I played is like some missions you were to crash into and like destroy something. Like there was like uh I forget, like there's some reason like being like a spy you had to crash into like a certain amount of these like vehicles carrying something or so. But you could get a tank in that game and drive around and essentially explode all the cars with a tank. Pretty much drive around like a casual city blowing up everything. It was just so funny. And pretty much like it could make the computers crash into each other and stuff. Just like even if you drive casually, like with a normal car and everything, and you drive like speed limit, like because you're there, they can go all crazy or something. It's just funny. I think they did like actually somewhat drive normal if you like drove normal, but like it's obviously built in the game that you're like supposedly driving around crazy, crashing everything. Oh, that's okay. Guy asked me something, or if I'm look like I'm not doing anything, I'm trying to just stretch my back. Let me bring it. Maybe I'll bring up your stream on my phone here. You're still on the bus, it looks like. Are you using Maya right now too? Oh, the bus does crash and things. Yep, I guess Grand Theft Auto doesn't exactly. I gotta mute you because I hard to concentrate on what I'm talking about. But mental, you're asking about mental ray. Keep saying RGB won't. Yeah, sometimes I have trouble with mental ray. Like, I don't know, like I heard if you have the newer Maya version, I have Maya 2015. Uh, I think Maya even like 2016 or two. Like Maya now pretty much dropped mental ray. I guess it wasn't that great of a renderer, so I don't know. But they use something called like Arnold now. So like Maya, I guess like in a way doesn't support mental ray anymore. And and I even with my version that like still has like mental ray doesn't come up all the time or something. So yeah, maybe mental rays like was breaking on them or so, and they gave up on mental ray. So yeah, I won't have any idea how to help you on that. Sorry. My back is still aching here. Yeah, I might have to just end stream soon here. Like, I need to like go and stretch a little bit or something. My back's in pain right now. Yeah, it's annoying if you can't render out a character. Let me see on if I even could. Yeah, I could switch to mental ray. Sometimes it doesn't let me though. Let me save it before it like crashes something here. Even though I probably did save it just earlier. Mental ray. Will you render? Yeah, you render. Failed during the... Okay, it was aborted. So yeah, my mental ray is not working. So here you go. Mental ray is pretty much broken. Like I think because of that, like I just simply go to back to like Maya software, and mainly because I'm doing toon shading stuff that that like it's not too much trouble for me to get the look that I want with the rendering. I'm just gonna reopen this just in case. Oh, you lost your bus ride. And it looks like from what I saw was happening on your Grand Theft Auto, it's what I kind of thought. They didn't exactly get perfect coding or so. Like obviously being an AI that they're going to not act like actual people and stuff like that. Of course, it would probably be too much of a coding to try to make them actually act a little bit like actual people on like the bus not driving on the wrong side of the road and just bumping into a car. It's not like it didn't look like they at least made it so the cars slow down or stop when something's in front of them and not just plow right through it. Need higher quality render. Yeah, sadly the only other one that I know that does like those crazy things is like the mental ray, but you can still get pretty good rendering or so with Maya software. Like if you know like this tab, go to Maya software, you can switch this to like production quality, and it's a matter of like setting up your shadows. Like you probably have to do kind of a more manual things on Maya software, on if you know how to like create lights and like Mental Ray has like that ability to trace all the light rays and make them bounce everywhere and stuff. But there is tricks to get really close to that same look with creating the light bounces yourself. Like you pretty much like I went through a class on like doing all the lighting or so, and what I remember on doing like if you like did a room lighting, you like have the directional light like coming through the window or something. Actually, probably maybe you won't even have a directional light, but I do know you get like a lot of spotlights. So you'd have one on wherever like the main source of light, like if it's coming through the window, and then you like have one, like imagine if he's like in a room, and you have some like it's hitting the ground, and then this one would be like less of a light, like it'll bounce up to the roof, and probably one on the roof too. Yeah, you like random. So pretty much to get really good lighting, it's understanding how the light reacts on things, on how it bounces around, on and to get pretty much like the ambience, because if you ever bring any source of light into any dark area, it does it essentially bounces everywhere eventually. So you would have like just simply a light. You like turn off ambient shade, so it doesn't create any shadows. What this would just do is create light everywhere. Like it pretty much brings up all the shadows just a little bit. Like you would have it into the intensity like pretty low. And then but yeah, so I kind of remember lighting like some room or so once, and for a project. And mostly all I remember is you're just figuring out where the light bounces everywhere. And to get like good shadows, and you like gotta bring up the shadow quality high and whatnot. Hopefully that can helps a little bit. But Maya software does, I guess, to simply say that you still can get high quality with Maya software. Can't you don't need to completely rely on Mental Ray. And I think there's probably a way to get other renderers too, and like plug it in to render with Maya or something. I don't know. I don't know much about that actually. I never focused a lot on rendering other than when I had to, because I don't really like. Yeah, if, uh, oh they yeah it's yeah I can't remember. I think I think because they knew that's why it's good to know a lot of basic stuff with rendering instead, because if they just teach you like some high quality thing, you just hit this button and boom, it does everything for you. Then it becomes a problem when you have to rely on like kind of just basic stuff on, and you don't know how to set up the stuff manually. So yeah, that's kind of a problem there. Because I'm trying to remember if they just taught us first like how to do things with. I do remember they taught how to do like all the light bouncing and like how light reacts to and stuff before they shown us the little button on where you do global illumination or final gather. That basically does all the light bouncing for you. And if you don't know how to set that up uh, before, so then then it kind of makes you stuck relying on that. And if some reason like you can't use it, then yeah, then there is a problem. You're so done. Your streams. I was far behind on your stream because I was pausing it. It looks like you ended it. Yeah, you can always learn how to like actually do all the stuff. Oh, I gotta mute myself here. Yeah, I'm back here. I guess some reason you sitting on their vehicle makes them get confused and drive the wrong way. Oh, the stream really froze now? What was I doing? I completely lost what I was... Oh, yeah. I wanted to simply do this. See how many heads high he is. That. Oh, messed it up. There. Should be a way to special duplicate this. Oh yeah, it was right there. Shift D. I thought I clicked that. There. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 heads high. Is that? I'm gonna look up how many heads high a 5-year-old or so is. Images, I guess. Because I think I might look up it again, but instead of 5 feet tall, he's 6 heads high. Yeah. It is pretty much like the proportion height type thing. Can I zoom into this image, please? Thank you. I want to see this. It looks like it's 6 heads high. I might be just slightly big. Of course, he's a cartoon character, so I don't know if I need to care about being that accurate. But I wonder if I want to slightly shrink his head. He is, actually, he's like 5.5 heads high. Of course, also I this. Yeah, I'm doing my object. Why is it? Oh yeah, because let me do this again because I think I let's say about there. 1, 2. He's close. Yeah, he's 5.5 right now. If I really want to, I can just... Let's delete all these. Let's get all this stuff into the object again here. Like his teeth here. Teeth and gum. Parent to this again. So I can simply just shrink him down just a little. Actually, okay. Do about like, so it's like 1.2 I guess. See how tall that is. Because one thing I've found, like with especially like my raccoon character, I actually shrank his head a little when I went to my toon shader. I kind of noticed that I found that I kind of made their heads a little big, and so like my raccoon, he was like looking slightly like young or so, and they were looking like a little chibi heads almost. So I'm trying to I messed it up by doing that. Hit the wrong button copying it and just messed it up. But Shift D does that. It copies with your last transform things. So yeah, he's still kind of 5.5 heads high, but that's close enough for me to be happy. His head doesn't look really big or anything. If I really want to, once again, I could just shrink it down a little bit more. But yeah, I think that's about good. And then I just simply grab this and then, actually no, not have that one. Just enlarge his neck a little. That's why I just keep it all in one group. Then I can just scale it all like that. But yeah, I think I wanted to and a 10-year-old is 7 heads high. Maybe slightly older than a 5-year-old. But he is like 3 feet tall or something. Wanted to relook at information I saw before. Why did you do that face? I remember seeing like how old do they start talking and stuff. They turn 2. Good call, I have him like even like 3 years old. Man. Why did I close out those things? I gotta research. Look at that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 3-year-old is 5 heads high. I don't know. Like, this is I kind of, yeah, I kind of like keeping it like this tallness because made it easy to, he fits right with that rig and I don't have to like size anything else with him. I don't know. I don't know. All those things that like I could just start double questioning myself everywhere, and once again that's why I kind of have him in reference here so I could bring him in for size comparison. And that would be big enough that you wouldn't. If you had something that large come up to you, wouldn't you just suddenly be scared? Oh yeah. Are you saying about ignore this eye? That's something with the kid here. Yeah, there. Hit the eyeballs there. But yeah, this is Chiron, the big creature that he bumps into, and has a little adventure of meeting him. Well, yeah, and how Chiron acts when he meets him. He he's first like just sleeping there, but from him kind of falling down in where he's sleeping, like falls pretty much right next to him, wakes him up. So his first reaction is to suddenly back away of this big giant creature right in front of his face. And Chiron is like suddenly uh, interested, like pretty much like surprised of, oh, there's a person, and uh, wants to run up to him and like if you ever met like suddenly a excited dog or something, or like pretty much any pet that like meets someone new or so that is tame with people, is kind of how I imagine what on how he reacts. So he's pretty much like running up to him, and a big large creature like that coming right up to you, like, and wants to like smell you or so. Might be a little scary. I could close them, hide them again. Yeah. Well, and I guess what suddenly puts fear into him is like he lands by his face or so, and like I'm gonna have him, like Chiron wakes up and pretty much yawns, so he basically opens this big giant mouth of teeth in front of him. I think that would scare any kid. Is yeah. Um, I think I'm set once again on just on connecting his rig here. Open this just to select his deform joints. Grab all these to which he also has these meshes I'm gonna skin weight too. Well, like his body down in underneath. All these parts I don't need to rig, because these are just going to all follow his head joint. Well, and these are going to follow his jaw. Which he doesn't have the jaw joint yet, but I'll bring that in with his face rig. there's a firefight going on. Like actual guns and stuff. That might be a little scary. Alright, go on here. Smooth, bind. I always kind of wonder if I want that on or not. Because this makes it so you have only that amount of joints to paint to. But it's nice also, it's nice to have a certain number of, because then you don't have so many off joints pulling tiny little bit of vertice of something. But then again, it's annoying then if you want a few other, I don't know. I'll try it with this setup. Yeah, post. I like post. I had troubles with interactive, like crash at times and stuff. It's doesn't feel very stable. So, no, he's simply skin weight, except pieces aren't following him, but no matter. Fix that later. Like his shirt and then his arm, all his hands, because I kept the UVs the same here. I can just pull them off from my mouse character. I'm gonna actually call this then. No, I skinned. Two joints. So everything except the pieces I haven't clicked is now moving with him. I don't know if I could sit down very long though. My back is aching. I think I'm going to take a little break at least. I'm going to stretch. It's hurting my back just sitting there. So thanks for everyone coming. I always don't try to promise on if I come back or not, because who knows, something comes up, or if I decide to just distract myself. So take care everyone.